Now we're going to talk about folding a shirt. And like I mentioned before, if you fold a shirt, it's very similar to folding pants in the sense that one hand becomes your landmark, your non-dominant placeholder. Your other hand becomes the dominant hand that does the work and brings everything to that hand. And remember, finding your hand is a lot easier than finding the shirt, because you find the shirt, it could be up here, or it could be up here. I mean, it could be anywhere. And so for the kids, we're just confusing the issue. We want to be as concrete and as clear and concise as we possibly can. Okay, my kids have taught me a couple of tricks on this one. I will show you what I started out doing, and then I will show you what the kids have taught me, because either way is acceptable. And as parents, I know that it might not be your way, but you know, it's a t-shirt, and most kids, if they can get it folded and put in the drawer and it's nice and neat and they can wear it without a lot of wrinkles, that's what you want. That's the whole idea. And really, we have to kind of get out of my way. We have to get out of that and think what's best for the student, so that the student has the independence. Okay? So, to fold, I've got a couple of ways to do it. Okay, I can come and put the shirt sideways, and I can fold it very similar to the way I folded the pants. Okay, and that would be, you find the shirt, you go up to the top, and come back to your hand. Slide down, slide up the seam, come back to your hand. Slide, come back to your hand. Then somebody can help at first to do the wrinkles. You might have to teach them to pull on the shirt, and they basically got a fold. Okay? You got a choice. You can go just like with the pants to the end. You can even fold it another time. Or you can tell them that we're going to find the seams, and we're going to fold along the seams. So if they put their hand on the seam, they're going to cover up their hand. And as soon as they do that, then the the sleeves are over on the shirt, which makes it a little bit easier fold when you do this. Okay? That's one way. That, I don't know, I didn't have very much success with that for some reason, and I think it was the sleeves, and I think it would be much harder once you get long sleeves, okay? Because a lot of my kids, even in this classroom, are still working on long sleeve shirts. So there's another way you can do it. You can stand and go from side to side and go over this way. And the way you would do that is find the sleeve, find your hand, and bring it over, and they've got it over in their hand. Then they come down on the seam, and they do the same thing, but they're going from top to bottom. You could do that. And then again, find your hand. Let's fold along the seam, covering your hand, and you can even fold it this way. But notice, we do this. Okay, that's not going to work. Find your hand. It comes to your hand, it's folded, instead of, or. Okay, I know that's not how we would do it, maybe, but that's the way we do it. Now, let me show you what the kids taught me. The kids, and I watched them do this, and I thought about it, and I thought, well, you know, that's not so bad. So what they do is they put one hand at the bottom, and they go all the way to the where the collar is, and they come this way. Okay, and they hold it, and they find the sleeve, and they bring that over here, and they go up and they find the other sleeve, and they bring it down. And now they basically, you know, if they move the wrinkles out of it, they basically got a pretty decent, you know, way to fold. And then what the kids were doing is they were going over this way. Okay, and they were getting it like this. Now this is not the best fold. But you know what? I saw kids do it and do it well. And I said, if you can do it that way, and your shirt is in your drawer, and you pick it up, and it's, you know, it's not wrinkled, fine. Okay? This is the basic idea, though. I think, honestly, if I were going to do this, and here's another example, you can have them find the seam, cover their hand, find the seam, cover their hand, and then do it, okay? And then they come up here and they smooth it out, and they can even go from hand again to hand. Okay. So there are lots of ways to do it. The big thing is try to stay on the track. Don't change midstream unless you really think it's not working for the kid. If you think the student is getting it, stick with one method. Once they get a method, they're going to make variations anyway. Or you can make variations once they learn the pattern. I personally, when I think about staying consistent across many different situations, I personally think it could be probably best to go this way, because even if you have a long sleeve, it'll flow right down, and you can just bring it over, okay, and then come and find your hand, and you've got it, and you can even do it again, okay. Once the kids understand, you have your hand here, you bring your other hand to that hand. Doesn't matter whether it's left to right or right to left, just make sure you give the direction. Bring your hand to your hand on the bottom, toward you. Bring your hand to the left and find your left hand, okay? So you got to be clear about what you want them to do, or they're going to go different directions. It probably wouldn't matter. You could just as easily have gone this way and then to the bottom, okay? Going left and then to the bottom. Same fold, same shirt, not a big deal, okay? And what I've noticed is that it's not just how you fold the shirt, but it's how you lay it in the drawer. It depends on the kind of drawer you have. If you have a small drawer, then that's a problem. If you feel that your kids will never learn to fold shirts, then have them hang them. That's what hangers are for. Put them in the closet and have the hangers. You know, there's the shirt hangers, then you have pants, then you have long sleeves, or something to that extent. Or you can do shirt, pants that go with them, shirts, pants that go with them, you know, to organize. There's different ways you can do this. Now they have the iPads that take the pictures and tell the kids what color things are, so that it's a little bit easier to match things. But for the multi-handicapped kids that don't have the basic knowledge of some of the colors or don't understand how patterns go together, this is a good way to start.